when I was 10. I knew that I wanted to be an accountant. And when I started my studies, I started developing, let's say, two areas where I was passionate about. One was to become a stockbroker or to work on taxes. And I was telling everybody that I wanted to go to that two areas. Well, one day, a friend of my mother called her and told her that there was an advertisement in a newspaper that it said that the tax authorities was looking for young people to start in the tax authorities. And my mother told me, and in that way, I applied. At the age of 21, I was already a tax inspector in the division of larger taxpayers, and I wanted something more international, like environment and everything. At that moment, the tax authorities in Argentina have an agreement with the IBFD to have a secondment every year from someone from the tax administration to become expert on the international tax areas. From there, you can imagine, that's the start of my international career, and here I am today, still after more than 20 years at IBFD. Well, international tax evolved in different ways. The first way that I want to highlight is how it changed the people that is working on international tax. Because when I started more than 30 years ago, when I was going anywhere at a conference or a place, there was let's say 80–90% men. And these days when you go to a conference or a meeting, there is more a balance, there is more 50–50. And we can see also the leaders on international tax, there are more and more women. And that is really an evolution in the area of international tax. Of course, later we have the technical part of international tax, and that is more related to the economy, the global economy. We see that in the last decades, global economy, digitalization, and these days even artificial intelligence is changing the landscape where tax are involved. Because years ago, normally a business was carrying on activities in one country, some countries, but there were only multinational companies doing that. Now, these days, it's very easy that an individual open a website and sells goods or services, anything to anywhere around the globe. And it's not only that, it's also more and more, they are not the business, the ones that they are selling things, but also there is a lot of exchange between consumers. And rules on taxation, like corporate taxation, value-added tax, they were implemented years and years ago. And that's why the rules need to evolve to be able to follow these new business models. The advice that I will give to someone starting a career on international tax, first of all, like taxes. If you don't like taxes, please go out, because this is something that you will be dealing in your daily basis. And when you talk about taxes, to start, you always need to know very well the rules of one country. It doesn't matter which country, but in that way you will know what is taxes, what are the different taxes that they exist, and later on it will be much easier to understand what is happening at the international level and how these taxes that they apply in one country, they interact with the taxes of other countries. And that's why, if you know very well one country taxation system, it will be really easy to go into international taxes. To me, to be a leader in international tax is a very big responsibility. You, as I mentioned before, the landscape is changing constantly, and you have to constantly keep yourself up to date. But that's not the only thing, because you also, with your attitude, you have to motivate, inspire, and help others also to be the best of themselves, and for them to develop their skills and be able to achieve their own goals. I always say, when I teach in any Master on International Taxation, and I do my course that is value-added tax, I say, if one person already is inspired by me or motivated to go out and do a career on value-added tax, I'm already happy. I'm proud to be able to contribute at the international level with the international organizations. I have done a lot in the last more than 10 years with the OECD, contributing in a different way, training tax authorities around the globe. I have been done like courses for like the OECD in China, in South Korea, in Mexico, for training the tax administration of different countries. And that I'm really proud of. I enjoy doing it. That is the issue. For me, it's not work. I go there, I enjoy sharing experience and telling them what is going on in other countries. And that gives me the broad spectrum because, well, as I say, like here at IBFD, we are very international. We hear what is going on. We are up to date what is going on around the globe. And that helped me in my lectures and in my publications and my daily job.